Okay, so that's what we have here, right? Okay, now tell me this. Everybody fine that this is the height of the object t seconds after, and we have soft one walking out. That's all right. Okay. So here, this is the equation. So tell me, if we are, so here we are measuring the time after the projection of the object. Is everybody clear on the English and everything so far? Right, Guram? Okay. So tell me, what is the height of this object at the time of projection? What is it? Very good. How did we get that? Because we just substituted what? T equals 0 in here. That sounds very good. Okay. So it is simply what? But on the exam, I will not tell you that at the time of projection t is 0. I'll just specify that when was it projected, right? So does everybody agree with Bridget here? Everybody? Say that again. T equals 0 here, right? All the t's. This t is 0, so what does this become then, Natalie? 0. This becomes, when t is 0, 0 again, right? So in the beginning it is what? 120, and you have to write feet, because otherwise on the final they take points off for that. Everybody clear? Okay. If you don't write the units. Okay. Now it says at what time is the object at maximum height. So, what do we mean here is this, right? That is, see, when we are looking at this object, okay, so this has been projected, right? Am I clear? Okay, and it's not really exactly parabolic, okay, but treat that as such. And so what are they asking for is that if I look at the coordinates of the highest point, right? Okay, then the x coordinate, which will be the t coordinate in here, that's what they are asking for. Everybody fine? Everybody clear? Okay, Jemena, am I making sense? Very good. So what would I do? I'll go to calculator, right? Makes sense? Okay, and then I'm going to enter this equation in here. Now, since my calculator talks in terms of x, I'm taking it as x, okay, then plus 96x, right, plus 120. Everybody fine? Okay. Now, so I want the max, right? So let's go second calc, right? And say, which option do I choose here, Manik? Okay, yeah. All right, max. Very good, thank you. All right. Now the trouble is this, I can't see a thing. All right. So even though I could do this, left bound is this, right bound is this, I want to be able to see that, right? So you can see, I can see the x-intercepts here. Everybody fine? But the trouble is, I can't see the maximum point, and the reason is obvious. Why? Because notice this. In my window, what's the max that I have for y? 10. And at the time of projection, the height was 120, which is going to go up, right? Everybody clear? Andres, am I making sense? Okay, so what I have to do is I have to have more height here, right? Everybody clear? So I can take a table of values or do in whichever way. And x equals negative 10 seconds doesn't make much sense in this particular question, right? Okay, Rebecca, am I making sense? Right. So here, so I'll just put 0 here, okay? All right, and here, well, let's put, say, 200 here and see if it gives me a graph. No, it still did not give me a graph, but I know I'm close to the peak, right? Okay, so I'll go to window again, and I'll just put 250. Okay, and as we did last time, I could go to the table of values and get it all exact. Oh, even 250 didn't suffice, right? Okay, we should have looked at a table, but no problem. It's just still working for us. Let's put 300, right? I think now we have yeah, we are in good situation, good shape right now, right? Everybody good? So, and we will do it by algebraic techniques also, but let's right now look only at, look through graphing calculator. I forgot what I was trying to do here. What was I trying to work on? Max height, right? And so which feature did I take? I went to calc, right? And Monique again. What should I choose? Max. Very good. All right. Max is here. Is this point on the left of max? Say yes or no. No. So what I have to do is, Anna, wake up. Okay. All right. So here. Okay. And I can stop anywhere on the left. Am I on the left here? Yes or no? I am, right? Okay. So when I press enter, it tells me that, well, keep this as one of the bounds, right? Now I have to go to the right bound, right? So I just keep scrolling this way. Okay. Everybody fine? Am I to the right? I think I am to the right enough, right? Okay, Nina, are we good? Okay, press enter. Let it have the guess value to it, right? Right? So what does it say? X is like about how many seconds? Right, which is approximately 3 seconds here, right? Okay, so we go here. Let's bring it down in our document. Okay, all right, where is the document here? Okay, so one moment, I will erase this because we don't need this any more, right? Okay, let me make a little space for the graph. It's right here. Everybody fine? Excuse me. So at what time does it achieve the maximum height? About, or actually in this case exactly 3 seconds after, you may say after being thrown, or if you want to write a little better English, projection is better. What's the maximum height? Louder? Oh no, that's the time at which it gets the maximum height, right? Am I clear? Just like at time the time when the investment triples is 17 years, right? So and the triple investment will be more, right? Okay, good. Now what is the maximum height? Somebody, anybody, quickly, just show and tell. Help? Louder. You can't see, can? Oh, it says Y right here. See? Yeah, you can plug 3 in here. You're absolutely right. But what does it say for the Y value right here? Thank you. Is that the complete answer, Anna? We have to say feet. Otherwise, we get points taken off for no reason, right? Everybody good? Okay, very nice. Thank you. Now, let's work on the last part here. It says at what time does the object hit the ground, right? Again is like, I don't know why it's written again here. It was not on the ground at all, but that's okay. Yeah, hopefully you won't have to make a correction on an examination on your own, right? Okay, so anyways. So when it says what time does it hit the ground, right? What does it mean? It means that what is the coordinate of this point when it hits the x-axis back, right? Or the t-axis back. Okay, Janae, am I good on this? Safwan, are you with us, sir? Okay, thank you. All right. So, when it hits the ground at that time, the height becomes what? When I'm down on the ground, how high I am from the ground? 0, right? And that's the reason this point is called a 0 of this function, right? Everybody clear? Okay, so let's go back to the calculator. Where are you? Right here. And I want this guy here, right? Makes sense? So I will go to calc. Somebody, anybody, tell me what am I trying to get here? Max we already got. Not the minimum. There will be no minimum for, like practically minimum here is 0, but mathematically for this quadratic, yeah, okay. All right, okay, Natalie is keeping on telling me. Go ahead, Natalie, speak it loud. 0. Everybody agrees with Natalie? I want a 0 for this guy, right? Everybody clear? Okay, so I'll say I want a 0. Okay. Now it says the left bound for 0. Okay. Now let's do this here. I can't see 0 very well, even though we can do the calculation here well. Let's just change the window in a way that we can see the 0, right? So I'll put negative 50 here. It's just for like a visual situation so that we, okay, so I know I want this place here, right? Okay, Kristen? Good. I did this. I went to window in, right? And here it was negative 10. So when it was negative 10, okay, so I'm changing the lower one because of this, Ian. Look here. Okay. Yeah, that's good as well. But the thing is this, when I want to go to the right, I got a very tiny, tail here, right? So that's why, and you don't want to change it, don't change it, okay? But, all right. But still you get the same value, okay? All right. So here we go. Okay. So do is whichever way you like. Then I go to second calc, and what did Monique ask us, as Natalie asked us to do? And Natalie won't tell us it on the test, right? There we have to find ourselves, right? Okay, Natalie, am I right place? Okay, good. It says left bound. Am I on the left of the 0 that I want? Yes or no? Am I on the left? Yes or no? Where is it? Project here. The t coordinate is on the left, right? So I say yes. That's a left bound. Now tell me when I reach to the right, okay? All right. Okay, am I on the right now? Am I? Gyani, you have to leave? No. Okay, all right. The chair broke, right? Okay, I am on the right, right? Okay, all right. So here we go. Okay, now it says guess. We will let it work. And I told you everything can be recorded, whatever you're saying, right? So when does it happen here? Tell me. About 7.06 seconds, right? That's what the coordinate here is. Okay. Jenna, am I making sense? Good. So where are we? We are right here. Let me take it back, and we are about done. Okay. So when does this guy go back to the ground then? What time? You just saw it, or if you still have it sitting in your calculator, look at it and tell us. Yeah, what the answer here is. Somebody, anybody, at what time? Say it says the round 2 digits after the decimal. So at about how many seconds? Or rather, after about how many seconds? Somebody, anybody, tell me please. Louder. 7.06. What do I write here? Seconds, right? And then I have to write this also after the projection, right? Everybody good on this? Okay. So practice these more.